Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to start a new chapter and that is chapter number 2, A Gift of Chappals. It is an interesting story. The story is about the mischievous and simplicity of children's behavior. They wish to explore every aspect but act according to their own logic. They gave chappals to the beggar and then to the music teacher without hesitation. This is because of their sensitive heart that melts easily. So let's start with the summary. The main characters of the story are the kids Mridu, Lalli, Ravi, Meena, Rukmani, etc. So let's begin. Mridu goes to Rukmani's house. Mridu is a young girl living with her grandmother Tapi and grandfather Tata in Chennai. Mridu goes along with Tapi to her aunt Rukmani's house one afternoon. There she meets her cousins Lalli, Ravi and Meena. Everyone at Rukmani's house was glad to see Mridu. There was a thick bitterberry bush in their backyard. Ravi took her beside that. There was a small little kitten inside a torn football. The small creature was busy drinking milk that was kept inside a half shell of a coconut. Meena informed Mridu that they have found the kitten outside their house in the morning of that day. But they must keep it as a secret, otherwise, the grandmother will leave their house immediately. Ravi was upset that they were being taught to be kind towards animals. But when he was trying to do so, elders were screaming at them, calling the kitten a dirty creature. His grandmother was suspicious while he was taking out milk for the kitten from kitchen. He had to drink more than half of the milk to make her believe that it was for him. He also told Mridu that they have named the kitten as Mahindran. Mridu loved the name because it sounded real, unlike those cute ones you keep for the kittens. Ravi further added that its complete name was Mahindra Verma Pallava Punai and MP Punai in short. He informed her he could make it from its fur that it was a fine breed cat, a close relative of loin family, like the one that Pallava kings used in their emblem. To this, Mridu giggled, which instigated Ravi to prove his knowledge about the history further. On his school trip to Mahabalipuram, he had seen a statue of a loin and he firmly believes that it was the ancestor of that kitten. He proudly announced that his small kitten is the descendant of Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. He reminded Mridu of cats being worshipped in ancient Egypt. He believed it to be a descendant of cat goddess Bastet. Ravi was busy in making all proud announcements about his kitten when a weird sound screech came from the window. Mridu was shocked while Mahindran was frightened. Mahindran jumped with fear on a tray of red chilies kept under the sun for drying. With the screeching noise continuing on the background, Mridu inquired what it was. Ravi informed her that it was Lalli learning to play the violin. Mridu peeped from the window and she found Lalli was holding the violin is in an awkward position, sitting a bit away from her music teacher, who had his back towards the window. The teacher was bald with a fringe of oil black hair falling around his ears. There was gold chain in the neck and a ring on his hand. He had a big toe with which he was thumping the ground. He was playing the notes perfectly on the violin, where Lalli was struggling hard. His strokes were filled with melody while Lalli's continued missing the notes. Children were having fun peeping from the window when Rukmani called Ravi to send the beggar away. She was fed up with the beggar coming to their place for a week now and wanted him to find another house. The beggar had made himself comfortable at the garden. He was leaning against the neem tree with his upper cloth spreading under it. He was about to snooze when he heard Ravi asking to leave. He was shocked hearing this and called for lady of the house. An irritated Rukmani told Ravi that there was not anything left in the kitchen and asked the beggar not to come again. Her voice was so loud that Ravi did not have to repeat her words to the beggar. The beggar told him that he would leave after taking rest for a while. It was too hot outside and there were blisters in his feet. The children were in pain seeing this and started making plans to give him chappals. Mridu remembered seeing a pair of old grey chappals while she had entered Ravi's house. She asked Ravi whom they belonged to. Ravi took the chappals and gave it to the beggar and asked him not to come again. The beggar went away wearing the chappals and blessing the children. It was the time for the music teacher to leave. He was looking for his chappals. He called Lali and they looked everywhere but did not find them. Lali informed Rukmani about it. Rukmani questioned the children if they had seen anyone picking up the chappals. Rukmani was really angry and Mridu couldn't control anymore. She told her that they have given the music teacher's chappals to the beggar. Rukmani went inside and brought Gopu Mama's new chappals and gave them to the music teacher. The teacher was happy getting the new chappals, but still pretended as though it was tough for him to accept them. The teacher called Ravi a monkey, an incarnation of Lord Hanuman, which seemed clear that Rukmani didn't like. She wanted the teacher to leave immediately. After he left, she called the children home and offered them some snacks. She thanked God that Gopu doesn't go to office in chappals, but he needed them after coming home immediately. She wondered that she will tell him, giving a hint that she will take the blame on herself. So here I am giving you the questions of the chapters. Try to find out the answers of these questions by reading the chapter. Meet you in the next video with the answer of these questions. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.